Hi flock, I hope everyone's doing really well and taking care. I'm Katelyn. I've tutored with flock for a long time. I've tutored in general for a really long time because education is very, very important. I'm an attorney, I'm a lawyer. I work with planes and rockets and drones. It's a lot of fun. I also love being outside and I love being active, whether that's running, kayaking, biking, and I hope you guys are getting out too and having a lot of fun, soaking up the summer before it's gone. So today we're going to read Not Quite Narwhal. It is a picture book, but my nephew, who is in first grade, really likes it. And it has a really good message, and the art's really beautiful too. So let's get into it, and we can talk after. So Not Quite Narwhal by Jessie Seema. Do you see that cute little unicorn there? Look how pretty that art is. Kelp was born deep in the ocean. This is baby Kelp. He knew early on that he was different from other narwhals. His tusk wasn't as long as everyone else's. He had different tastes in food. They're eating fish. He thinks that's gross. And he wasn't very good at swimming. But his friends didn't seem to mind, so Kelp decided he wouldn't mind either. There he is swimming with the whales. That is, until he was swept away by a really strong current. There's he saying, "I wish I were a better swimmer." Kelp found himself at the surface, closer to land than he had ever been before. High up on a cliff, he spotted a mysterious, sparkling creature. It looked so familiar, it looked like Kelp. See that guy up there? Kelp swam towards land as fast as he could, which wasn't very fast at all, hoping that he could catch up with the creature that looked just like him. When he finally reached the shore, Kelp felt a little bit anxious. He had never left the ocean. He was nervous about walking on land for the first time, but the land creatures made it look so easy. There's a crab. If you live in Maryland, you know what that is. It wasn't easy, but eventually he got the hang of it. Here he is trying with all these different animals. Everything on land was strange and beautiful, but also kind of scary. Kelp began to think he might never find the creature that looked just like him. But as he stumbled out of the forest, here he is in the forest. Poor little Kelp. He found them, land narwhals. Actually, we're unicorns, and by the look of it, so are you, said this unicorn. How pretty that is. Kelp had never heard of unicorns before. They taught him all sorts of new things about his tusk. Actually, we call them horns. Oh, okay. They introduced him to unicorn delicacies, ice cream, unicorn. And they showed him how to gallop. That's how you really do it on land. There was no doubt that Kelp was, in fact, a unicorn. He was having so much fun that he didn't want to leave. But then he remembered all of his friends under the sea. Kelp missed them terribly, so he said goodbye to the unicorns and returned to the ocean. Here he is, leaving. Come back soon. Kelp swam towards home as fast as he could, which wasn't fast at all, hoping that the narwhals would still like him now that he was a unicorn. When he finally arrived, Kelp had butterflies in his stomach. Welcome home, Kelp. Kelp took a deep breath and told his new friends. It turns out I'm not a narwhal. Of course you aren't. I'm a unicorn. We all knew that. There they are welcoming him home. Kelp was happy to be home, but now that he'd experienced life on land with unicorns, he couldn't forget them. He didn't want to be a land narwhal, or did he want to be a land narwhal with the unicorns or a sea unicorn with the narwhals? Kelp couldn't decide. But then he realized that maybe those are the two lives he could have. Just maybe. There they're going towards land. He didn't have to choose. There they are playing together. The end. Now he meets a rhino who says, I'm a unicorn. And Kelp goes, So I hope you guys liked that. It has a really important lesson that people who love you will accept you for who you are, and you should accept people for who they are, and you can hang out with as many groups as you want. So this was Not Quite Narwhal by Jessie Sima. You can get it at a lot of bookstores. And in the meantime, remember to go outside, play, and to keep reading and keep up with your schoolwork. All right, bye guys, take care.